Can we just
Don't be
money?
serious.
Talk about this politics.
You're not even allowed to rest. What's all this?
I don't even understand.
Today that we have reminded people that we're the noisemakers of this station.
I hope they have gone foul. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Don't stress us. It's Thursday and we're throwing back. Good morning, Lagos. Once again, it's What's Up Lagos 99.3 Nigeria Info. And today we're going to be talking to a very gorgeous lawyer.
I agree.
Very gorgeous lawyer.
She's a lawyer.
But we're going to talk about something that we all are interested in. Marriage. But not just marriage. We're going to be talking about inheritance that comes with marriage. You know, if I were to marry Stretch now, I will inherit everything.
They nearly killed me in the aeroplane just because I'm presenting with you. Ladies and gentlemen, disclaimer. She say if capital letters will go on.
If I were to marry Stretch now and he owns estates in London, he owns estates in, let's say, where the Hamptons in the UK, in the US, I beg your pardon, and he owns estates in Lagos, and he has, all the businesses.
Then I die.
And then he dies. Not me, I didn't kill him. He just dies.
God win.
How am I supposed to know? Because again, what if these things were bought in his name? Mm-hmm. And I'm just a wife that's inherited the name when I got married to him. How do my children and I gain access to his estate? Because all those properties are called an estate. But because we're not authorities on this matter,
and we're not gorgeous like that.
Our guest is Olamide Onifade. She is a principal partner, Olamide Onifade and Associate. She's a family lawyer. Olamide, so good to have you join us in the studio this morning. You're just smiling.
Olamide, welcome.
Thank you very much. Stretch.
Okay.
Stretch.
Stretch to life. Stretch. When Olamide is smiling.
No, she will sue me.
You see, it's me that they have been trying to beat you for double beating coming.
Nice to see you again, Mary-Ann.
Same here. So let's lay a background to this. Where do we start when we talk about issues like this? Family law, inheritance, which is a major issue in this part. Don't forget that we're still dealing with the trauma that comes with a woman losing her husband and what culture does to that woman. Of course, inheritance also comes to play where family members come in and say it's our brother's property. You can't have access to it. What should people know before even entering into the marriage space legally?
Okay. Okay, once again, my name is Olamide Onifade, and I'm really excited about this topic. And it is so because a lot of women are in this quagmire and they do not know their rights. Now, marriage and succession, that's inheritance, is closely related under the Nigerian law.
Okay.
Now, when a deceased person passes away or dies, how his estate is distributed is closely linked to the kind of marriage he contracted during his lifetime.
What does that mean? I thought marriage is marriage. We all go to Ikoyi registry and
Okay, to begin with, there are 3 types of marriages that you can contract in Nigeria, and they are all legal.
Okay.
And none is inferior to the other.
Oh, please
They
explain.
just differ in character and consequence. So the first one, in no sequence, in no priority, statutory marriage.
Which is?
The one you go to the magistrate,
Court.
to the,
Registry.
you don't ever get married in the court.
No,
So from today, I don't want to hear you say court marriage.
Oh, so it's the registry.
Yes, it's a misconception.
So it's called statutory
It's
marriage.
a statutory marriage. Thank you, Stretch.
It's okay.
Yes, it's a statutory marriage.
Okay.
So it's called the marriage under the act or statutory marriage.
Okay.
Then customary marriage, which is according to the native law and custom.
The one we call traditional marriage.
Thank you. Or engagement. It is not an engagement.
It is marriage.
It's a proper marriage
I see.
for all intent and purposes.
I see.
And the other one is the Islamic marriage.
Okay.
Now, yes, how they differ, they're all legal. People say, I'm going for I'm a legal wife because they go to the registry. No. Even if you're married under the native law and custom, you are legal because it's not illegal. It is legal. It is just different because of the consequences.
Okay.
Now, why a lot of people why they prefer or think the statutory marriage is superior is because of documentation.
Okay.
There's a certificate.
Yes, and the government is involved. But if you look at the native law and custom, this traditional marriage, they're just people that assemble, there's a dowry payment and all of that, and everybody goes their own way. So it's very difficult to prove. To prove, rather, do you married under native law and custom. And same for Islamic marriage. Even in this present time, under Islamic marriages, you see them issue certificates in the mosque.
This Islamic one, the one they call the nikah, the one
the nikah. Thank you.
Yeah.
However, how do you, how can you prove that marriage actually happened? Because somebody just issued you
photograph and video.
No, and the certificate.
The
They even
certificate.
yes.
So
It's not reliable
so that's the
because it's
question
not emanating from a government.
Okay.
Do you understand?
But I hear that even the ones that churches and mosques give now have some government approved stamps on it. How true is that?
Well, I'm yet to see, excuse me, a mosque that would
Issue a certificate.
issue a marriage certificate that's emanated from the Federal Marriage Registry.
Okay.
Now, for the statutory marriage, you can choose to celebrate it in two different places. You can choose to celebrate it at the Federal Marriage Registry or in church. So there's nothing like church marriage. It's a statutory marriage that was celebrated in the church. And for it to be valid, it has to be according to the statute. So if you go to a marriage, if you go to a church and you just perform a marriage ceremony, and it's not in accordance to the statutory provisions, you just did a marriage blessing.
So what are the statutory provisions?
Yes.
Because we all need to
First,
be educated on that.
You have to start from the marriage registry. They have to give you a license where you take to your church. So when you now get married, and you have to ensure that you're getting married in a church that is a licensed place of worship.
Ha.
Church has to be licensed by the Ministry of Interior.
Thank God I'm here.
Ha. So that when we are getting married, we know.
So your
what
church
to
should not give you a certificate in their name. No. It should give you a certificate that is called Form E. It has to have Ministry of Interior and all of that on it.
I see.
If it's not it, you are just in a marriage blessing. Your pastor just blessed your native law and custom with your customary marriage.
Which you say is also legal.
It is legal. But you don't
But no
forget I talked about
documentation.
consequence.
What consequence? Like
So in the character, native law and custom, you can do polygamy. It is allowed. But under the statutory law, you cannot marry another spouse. That would be bigamy. Now, another consequence of statutory marriage is inheritance. The protection it gives spouses.
So this means that statutory marriage is a bit more powerful than any form of other marriage that even you have called legal, but you're saying there are more powers that come with statutory marriage.
More protection.
Aha.
Syntax. Okay. More protection.
So now, going back to the succession, we're talking about the inheritance. When a person passes away, we have to, without a valid will, then it means he died intestate. Stretch. You're there. Okay, so it means the person died intestate. So now, how is his estate distributed?
Okay.
It is the kind of marriage he contracted. Now, if that person contracted a native law and custom marriage, his estate will be distributed according to the native law and custom.
And how does that work?
As it works in the community, Abi?
No, I will tell you now.
I like the way you said no.
Now, if you marry under the Yoruba native law and custom, they don't. It's a distribution of estate is according to the bloodline. So spouses don't inherit.
Yeah.
They just take conditional life estate at the best.
So I just came to make babies for nothing.
No, you inherit through your children. And they use idigi.
Yes.
It's distributed according to the number of women.
Idigi, not idile.
No, idigi. It could be idigi or it could be oriojori. Oriojori is according to the number of children. But in most cases, it's always according to the number of women. So now, say for instance, you are the wife in the house and you have 8 children. And the concubine has 1. So far, that child has been acknowledged by the father during his lifetime. The child will take half
of what?
of the entire property.
And your half
you
will share
in
to
the
your 8
house.
children.
Yes, we'll take. That is the way they do it.
Ayemi Temi Bami.
That
Wow.
is according to the Yoruba native law and custom. So if
Okay.
your marriage is according to the Yoruba native law and custom, that is the distribution.
Yeah.
And it is recognized by the law because you chose that
Or
marriage.
you just fell in love. Kereo, you are hearing. Go on.
Now, according to the
Igbo.
eastern part of the,
Mm.
they use primogeniture.
Okay.
It is the first son of the family takes all.
Whoever
The
has
mother doesn't take anything.
The mother,
Mm.
no, the
Just
woman,
the first son. What if he
doesn't-
doesn't have a son?
it goes to the brothers.
Oh shit.
Hey!
The immediate, yes, the nearest collateral
So
relatives.
If there are no sons,
it
the
goes to
daughters
the
have
brothers.
no right to that inheritance.
No, they
Hey.
don't. Female daughters don't inherit. Wives don't inherit. At the best, what the wives will do is they can, if they are in good state with their family, with their in-laws, and if they how do I call it? According to their behavior,
If you're a good,
do
godly
well.
wife.
yes, they would allow you to have a conditional life interest in your matrimonial home.
Yeah.
But you cannot deal with the property. You can't sell it. Maybe they can allow you to rent it out or something, but it's according to
So
your
they
good
dictate.
behavior.
Yes.
Yes, it's at the pleasure of your
At the
in-laws.
discretion of
Of your in-laws. Wow.
So this we're hearing is actually that we hear this kind of thing.
But there's a caveat too.
Uh-huh.
In 2014, Okeja, the Supreme Court decided that any the Igbo laws that does not distribute property to females is how do I call it? It's unconstitutional.
Okay.
So the law now is females are also entitled to inherit.
praise God.
However, who is going to? So you will go to the how is the execution that is a problem now, because a lot of educated people in this part of are the ones fostering it.
Okay.
I
Do
see.
you understand?
I
So
see.
how do you execute it when the leaders in the communities are professors and all that, and they are perpetrating this evil against women?
So the law says one thing, and how do you
It's now the execution.
execute that?
But across board, that is the practice. Do you know that I go into all this? There was a time I had not a meeting. I just went to the market in Tejesho Market. There were a lot of Igbo traders there. And I started discussing this thing. That why are you people still doing this? They almost killed me. Like, what? Don't tell them. They have revealed that the woman, if she inherits, she should not be submissive to her husband. Yes. Quickly, let's move on to the
Yeah, because that's a whole kettle of fish on
Let's
its
move
own.
on.
Yes.
to the
Let's-
northern part.
Mhm.
In most cases, according to the Islamic law,
Okay.
and the Islamic law gives women, but not in equal share. So the male children take double of what the female will take, and the wives take like 1/8 of their estate in that value. So they take it 1/8, but women do inherit under the Islamic law. But it's just like it's not
It
really
beats.
much.
The mother. What about the wife? Does she get anything?
That's what I'm saying. She gets
Okay.
1/8.
And her daughters.
Yes, and the other wives.
And the
If
other
they
wife.
yes,
If-
they get 1/8.
Wow.
Really?
That's it.
That's it.
Now, so moving on.
Let's move to the south. Down south.
No, I've
it's
talked about
east,
south.
East, south.
I've talked about
No, you talked about the southwest. What about the south
No,
south?
she went.
no south
east.
south. It's almost like
the same as the east.
the southeast. Yeah.
My place, women have rights to property.
Where is your place?
Cross River. As the first child
Yes.
in the house, whether you're male or female, you're the head of the family.
Are you sure this is not
Do
peculiar
you-
to your own clan?
Maybe
Not my clan per se, my state. Women are allowed to
The
own
state.
land.
To
Entire
inherit
Cross
from
River
their
State,
parents.
you-
Yes.
I don't think you can. do it
maybe
for
I
Cross
don't
River
think it's
State.
across board.
I said Cross River. I didn't say Akwa Ibom State.
No, I said Cross River. You can't. There's Cross River is large.
Oh, are you trying to tell me about my state?
Yes, I can. Because
No,
there's
but it is a thing. So the women are allowed access to
Yeah.
property. But I don't know what the law is. I wish you
For
did.
native law and custom,
I don't know.
if that man did not make a will,
before he died.
How many people make wills? That's another conversation.
because when I tell them make will, they're like, "Do you want to kill
It's
me?"
not my portion.
Okay, now.
At what age should you even write a will? Because it's very
Once
important.
you are 18 and you start owning property.
18. Some of us didn't own property till we were like 25.
No,
Mary-Ann,
once you
once
start
you are
owning
18
property.
and you start gathering
Property.
please call a lawyer and start writing down
will.
your will.
We'll have to break that cycle of thinking that if we're
Look
told.
at how she looks when she's even talking. She looks like an underdog.
Anyway, we will let you join the conversation right after this break. We have a quick break to bring you some information with our info girl. Right after that, we're opening up the phone lines. Lagos, whatever part of the country that, yes, wherever part of Lagos you are in.
You ask the questions, we bring the answers. Your number one station for talk, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
What you need to know before you get to a marriage. And this is not for women, it's for men and women. So you need to know. Because if you love your children, you love your wife, you want to be sure that when you leave this world, they will be well taken care of and not, the powers that be usurping everything that you left for them. But for those of you who want to join the conversation, we're live on Facebook. On Facebook, you can go look for Nigeria Info 99.3. Just search. You can watch us and drop your comments. We're also live on YouTube. On YouTube, we are Nigeria Info FM. All right. You can tweet at Nigeria Info FM on Twitter. Look for 99.3 and use the hashtag WhatsApp. You can also send us a message on WhatsApp. We want to hear from you. You got questions? You got comments? We've got our family lawyer in the studio. Olamide. No, I was trying to remember her surname very well. All right, well, join the conversation. Phone lines will be open in a bit, but before we do that, Olamide, let's talk about the statutory part of it.
Well, so if you choose to get married under the statutory law, and in a situation, an unfortunate situation, one of the spouses passes away, we revert to the administration of estate law of that state. Most states have it.
Okay.
So for ref purposes, I would talk about the one for Lagos.
All right. So we'll hold it there. That's something. Let's go on this break. When we come back, she will do more on that, and you will be ready to call on our lines. We'll be right back. It's still WhatsApp Lagos, and we'll be back.
Stay one step ahead with the latest news and trending conversations here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Don't tell people you've added weight. Why are you losing weight? No, it's not your business. You should be patient and pray to God that God is going to answer her prayer.
Please, it is not all about prayer. It's not like everything is not prayer. That is Nigerian mentality. If you're not finding happiness in your home, you pray.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
refreshing fruit drink enriched with vitamin C and glucose that keeps him active. Enjoy the magic of good life. Health, they say, is wealth. But when securing good health costs you an arm and a leg, naturally, you hear people scream. Yepa! Or when you are at the hospital and they insist on a hefty deposit before treatment. Yepa! Or after receiving the full hospital bill and you realize that it may cost you not just an arm and a leg, but also your birthright.
But when Avon HMO has your back, you won't have to scream, Yepa, because in the end, we all need people. Visit avonhealthcare.com now to get an Avon Health plan for you and your people.
Avon HMO, empowering you to live a healthier, fuller life.
Guy, what's with these traveling bags? Have you joined the Japa train?
Haven't you heard? Zenith Bank and Visa Card are taking 3 lucky card holders to watch the World Cup live in Qatar.
Really? How?
Just spend up to $1,000 or 500,000 naira 4 times and you qualify for the draw. $100 or 50,000 naira 4 times in a month also qualifies you for monthly draws for other prizes. Promo runs from 22nd August to 31st December 2022 and is open to new and existing Visa card holders. T's and C's apply. Zenith Bank, in your best interest. Enjoy the creamy coffee taste of Cowbell Coffee. Round the clock, it's really delicious. Taste it and you will love it. Cowbell Coffee. Taste the creamy side of coffee.
Babe, could you renew my Airtel data subscription?
Of course, darling. Anything for you. All you see is me sobbing for babe, but what I see is my wedding day.
The important things in life are powered by data. Dial *141# to choose any data plan that works for you.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Make you believe I will plenty. You say if you follow enjoy the wonderment of the FIFA World Cup for Qatar with Coca-Cola. Summer any Coca-Cola product we get white cover. Check under the counter. You go see simple code. Dial *8014 *1 code hash to join. Make yourself get chance jollificate for free. You fit win a with all expense paid trip to the FIFA World Cup for Qatar. Hey, even 250 million naira gidigba airtime also dey to win. Instanta. Terms and conditions they shall. Coca-Cola na the official partner of the FIFA World Cup. Na FCCPC approve this promo.
Waiting you sabi about the beautiful game. You dey there for the life and style, fantasy leagues, bass goals, ginger and okto, breaking down the stats even to the MVPs, taking no L's and only for the W's. I beg, then Showmax Pro get news for you. Football season is back. Live, e-choke. Watch the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, anywhere on any screen. Mado. Stream the action from Super Sport live on Showmax Pro. Sign up at showmax.com.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
It's What's Up Lagos, baby. Get set.
All right, what's up, Lagos? 99.3
Lagos?
Nigeria Info. 33 minutes gone past 11 o'clock hour. We're still talking about, of course, what you should know about marriage as it concerns, inheritance. And we've talked briefly about writing a will. But before we went on that break, Olamide, we were talking about statutory tongue twister. So let's talk about that quickly before we bring Lagos into this. The phone lines are buzzing already.
Okay, so before we went on the break, I was talking about the protection that the statutory marriage gives. And for reference purposes, because of the discussion, I'll limit it to Lagos. The administration of estate laws of Lagos is the one that is applicable if you live in Lagos.
Okay.
And what that simply says is the wife and the children inherit to the exclusion of every other person.
The wife and the children
Yes,
only.
in fact, the wife is the priority, then the children. So under that law, the wife is entitled to the personal chattels of the man. Or it's not gender specific.
Okay.
The spouse is entitled to the deceased spouse personal chattels. And this involves motor cars, clothing, all his personal things to the exclusion of things he uses for his business.
Hmm.
When anything personal belongs to the wife. Then when we now move on to the real estate and other part of the residual estate, she's entitled, or the spouse is entitled.
Women don't normally die. But
What does that even mean? The queen died.
Go on. Women
They're
don't.
entitled
Queen died. When did her husband die? Please go
Just
on.
a year
Jazzy.
apart. What
Just
are you
leave
saying?
me alone. Don't make me angry. Go on.
So the spouse, the surviving spouse, is entitled to 1/3.
1/3.
Yes.
Then the rest to the children.
Yes.
The spouse is 1/3.
Yes.
Isn't that ground for murder?
But in a situation, there are no children.
Yeah.
She takes 2/3, and the parents will take
Oh God.
the other, the 1/3. But there's a list there. There's an order of priority.
Yeah.
The wife first, children, parents,
Okay. Go on.
siblings of the full blood, and just there's a sequence of priority. But the wife is number one.
Okay.
Wife is.
So okay. Let me now ask this. We've done all types. We finished, right?
Yes.
So what if someone has done the traditional marriage and also come to do the court?
Yes.
The what we call court. I'm sorry, I'm going to before you
Registry.
Registry.
Statutory
Stretch, you have to be educated on this matter.
Calm down. She just taught
marriage under the act.
It's okay.
I'm giving you all the names.
Okay, marriage under the act,
Yes.
and has done the traditional.
Yes.
And there is a death situation,
Yes.
and the villagers are coming with their dagger.
Yeah.
And the woman knows her rights. What happens?
Okay, what you just talked about is what we do in Nigeria that commonly happens, the multi-tiered marriages.
Okay.
Now, you find some people on Saturday, they will do, on Thursday, they will do registry, on Friday, they will do traditional marriage, and Saturday, they go to court.
Yes.
You are doing the same thing.
3 different ways, and 3 of them are legal.
They're all legal.
Yeah.
However, the moment you and your spouse go to the registry or go to the church and do it, and the valid marriage is contracted in the church,
That
on the registry,
The church that's
it
licensed.
subsumes all
Every
other
other one.
forms.
And that's
of
what
marriage.
Mary-Ann was trying to say. Now one is more powerful.
And you refuse to answer.
didn't
I didn't
answer.
say so.
Now so no matter what I do, even if I go to do it, if I bring that document,
Yes, listen, it is not more powerful. But the moment you subscribe to that,
It overtakes every other one.
it overtake it.
I see.
what if in a situation now she goes home for the burial? What she did, the certificate all in Lagos. They wash the dead body and give her to drink water and hold her there.
That one is a serious matter.
Circumstances like that happen. It happens.
Because I know that my
So
callers are going to ask this question.
Because when she's in that village,
Yes.
it's like you saying, "Don't
You know
give
what I
police
tell
bribe in the night."
you know what I tell people, especially when you know you have in-laws that are susceptible to
You
that.
won't go to the burial,
You go with your
now.
people one, then two, you should be calling your lawyer.
Yes.
and your lawyer will.
When
do it.
I tell people taban sukwama ring wrong,
The Succumsion Ramos is a Latin.
when you are crying,
You
be
must see
saying,
road.
while you are mourning your spouse, you should be taking definite
Watching out
steps.
for yourself.
Aha.
It was in those days that all this happened. Once you know this happened, you take definite step.
Such
by
as what?
protecting yourself.
Such as what?
Bringing a lawyer along.
You should be calling your lawyer, and these are the.
You see,
Actually, the first thing is to ascertain that there's no will.
ascertain that there's no will from
Yes.
him. Yeah.
Yes, from the
Okay.
spouse.
Okay.
Once there's no will, then you should be looking at how to apply the letters of administration. Apply for the letters of administration.
How do you avoid? Because when you get to that place that person is to be buried,
Yes.
those that know that you did a traditional marriage,
Yes.
the hawks and the vultures that know that what they're about to do to the woman is legal, in quote, to a certain extent.
I didn't get that.
By the time you go for this burial,
Yes.
the person is there in the village. You did your court and everything well in Lagos.
town,
You have your certificate. You've been calling your lawyer. I'm about to travel for the burial. She's in the village. And when she's there, they know that whatever they're going to do, if they come at you and say, this property is for my brother, this is for the younger, whatever, you didn't have a male child, blah, blah, blah. They know they can do that, and it is legal, like you said.
It's not.
The marriage.
It's legal, but what they're trying to do is not legal.
No, you're saying in the East, you said it here.
Hey,
That
bring your certificate out now. And that's why I said you should be calling your lawyer and you should be going to court as soon as possible.
and they will obey you.
Why not?
Okay.
You go to court.
Lagos.
A lot of people don't like going to court to test their rights.
To test the law.
But the laws are there, but it's execution. People don't apply it.
Well, Lagos, we want to bring you into this conversation. 0700 993 993 993. We want you to ask all the questions. Bring them. Come with the guns, not the literal ones. You know what I mean. 0700 993 993 993. That's 0700 993 993 993. Now, if you're a lady, call 01 465 7190. This one concerning our 01 465 7190. And we're live on Facebook. Just look for 99.3 Nigeria Info, and we are also live on YouTube at Nigeria Info FM. Would like to hear from you. All right,
And if you're calling us, please make it 60 seconds.
Please.
Many people would like to talk to this beautiful woman here.
All right.
And she has a lot of information for you. And give us our WhatsApp Lagos, even if it's 5 seconds, I'll manage it. All right.
Hello, good morning. What's up, Lagos?
What's up Lagos? What's your name?
My name is Hyacinth.
What's up Lagos, Hyacinth?
I'm fine. I'm calling from Lagos, Chimoli Island.
All right, Hyacinth, go ahead.
Okay, what I want to say is this. The law of our ancestors supersedes all the laws. The culture and the tradition of our ancestors supersedes all the modern laws. Because it happened in my family. My father died 3 years ago. And when he died, last year we shared his properties. Our female siblings, they all came. 3 of them are lawyers. One is a senior advocate. They say they want to take us to court. They will do this. They shout. They say that they have to share from our father's properties. And we told them no. That Ohaneze Ndigbo is very, very clear on this issue. Ohaneze Ndigbo says that if I have a female child and she falls in love with one Adamu Abubakar in the north, and have children for Adamu Abubakar, so if she dies, does that mean that the children of Adamu Abubakar will come to my village and inherit the land in the Igbo land?
Okay.
It is very, very wrong.
All right. Thank you very much. Please keep to the 60 seconds rule. All right.
Establish
Just
your point.
put your thoughts together and go straight to the point.
Thank you.
All right. Would you like to respond to?
I think we should take more calls so she do it in a lot.
What do you want me to say? Yeah, I just talked about
No, but he just made a case saying that the Ohaneze Ndigbo add ancestral laws, according to him, supersede the modern laws,
which is not what she told us.
Yeah, exactly. So can we set that record straight?
No, it doesn't, because in the first place, it's constitutional. Native land custom is applicable in Nigeria because of Nigerian legal system applies systems of law. However, if it's repugnant to natural justice, it will not be applicable. What he has said is discriminatory. How can you say because
somebody
a female
child
becomes disentitled to her property? It is absolutely. I don't want to say anything.
She's stuttering now. Let's take another call. It's fine.
Hello, good morning. What's up, Lagos?
What's up, Lagos?
Yeah.
What's up?
All right.
Cheers to life. What's your name? Where are you calling from? What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
This is Moses calling from Lucky. Let's be realistic with each other here and be sincere. Go court or don't go court, they'll frustrate your life. The most important thing is the position your husband put you before the family before he dies. That is what is more important. The IQ of the kind of man you are marrying and the position he put you before the family. Letting the family know that, come, if anything do me, if I no treat this woman well, I no see you, I better take him well because now him everything be in hand. Everybody go respect her now.
Okay. All right.
Thank you very much.
It depends on the position your husband put you, forget law.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Moses. Hello, good morning. What's up, Lagos? Oh, yeah, if that was you, please call us back. Hello, good morning. What's up, Lagos?
Hello, good morning.
Yes, what's up, Lagos? What's your name?
I'm Taufik Mcdad. I'm an imam.
All right, go ahead then.
Taufik, please go ahead.
Yes, I'm happy with the conversation. Very quickly, I just want to highlight the points raised on Islamic law. Actually, the share for the male is not the disparity that is chauvinistic. It is a disparity based on responsibility that the Quran gives the male double the share of the female. It is because the responsibility placed on the male, whether as a husband or as a brother or as a father, far more exceeds the responsibilities, if at all any, placed on the female. For example, if you are the husband,
you inherit a property and your wife inherits a property, it doesn't matter that your wife has a property, you still have to take responsibility over her finances. In terms of whatever she needs, you are responsible. Now, the issue of the woman and her inheritance is also key. The woman, when a man dies and leaves a wife and children and parents, Islamic law gives room for the parents, the children, and the wife. It's just that whenever you have children, they reduce the share of the parents and the wife. It's not that it obviates the right of the wife or obviates the right of the parents, whichever way, regardless, but it is children-centric. The women, the Islamic law puts the children at the center and allows them to inherit far more ahead of either the parents or their mother, as the case may be.
Thank you very much, Imam, for putting that out there. We're grateful.
60 seconds, what we're trying to hang on.
Please, let's just keep it on the 60 seconds.
What's up, Lagos?
What's up, Lagos?
What's up, Lagos? What's your name, sir?
Yeah, Anonymous on the line.
Anonymous, welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah. Make I share more light on the Islamic part. I'm a Yoruba, but I don't believe in Yoruba inheritance way. The Islamic said female gets half of what the male gets. So the thing here be say, if the female daughter get married to another man, the female will still get another property from the husband side. Why the male is still just that one where they get from the parents, they get another one. So Islam is trying to balance the equation on both ends. So that's just it. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you,
Thank you very much for calling. Hello, good morning. What's up, Lagos?
What's up, Lagos? What's up, Lagos?
Give us the What's up, Lagos entry, please.
Good morning.
What's up, Lagos?
What's up, Lagos?
Thank you. What's your name?
This is Adisabayo.
All right, go ahead then.
Yeah, I want to ask a question. If customary marriage, the husband have another wife outside, and during the demise of the husband, the wife brought the children, what right does those children have with the legal married wife?
What do you mean legal married wife?
Okay, I understand.
As in the wife, the original wife. If the husband have another wife outside, outside the customary marriage.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Let's.
Great question.
I think so.
Okay, if I understand what he meant, he said if there's a customary marriage between a couple and the man steps outside of the marriage
and has a child.
That's I made reference to that.
Yes, earlier on.
Once the man acknowledges the paternity of that child, the child is entitled to, and it all depends on the style or method of distribution of the estate.
Okay.
So if the wife in the house has 8 and the other child has 1, if they decide
Shared
to go
equally.
through the the Idigi route,
If it's Yoruba.
yes,
Okay.
under the Yoruba Native Land custom, it will be shared into half. But if it's a statutory marriage and the man steps out and has a child, the child is still entitled to in equal shares with the other children born within that marriage.
And what does the man have to do? Acknowledge that I have a child outside? What if he doesn't tell till he's dead?
Well, acknowledgement.
What if he doesn't tell anyone?
What if because you
What if
see
it's a
it happens all the time when the
Yes.
man dies, then you see people
start
start
sprouting.
showing up to say I'm the man's son.
Do you see his ear looks like my ear?
Stuff like that. So
Well,
how can
it's
we
very
tell if
easy
he
now.
acknowledged?
DNA.
Can that acknowledgement be
DNA.
done in writing for proof's sake?
DNA. In those days, a paternity
Acknowledgement and DNA. I don't
hold
understand.
on. In those days, acknowledgement was the order of the day.
Yeah.
Because there was no DNA per se at that
Yeah.
time.
Ah.
But now, it's even science makes it better.
Easier.
They all go for DNA.
So you
test.
come and say he's my father. They said we don't know that. Let's check this certificate.
So once it confirms, then he's entitled.
Even if the man didn't say anything.
Yes.
All right, let's read some messages here. Hi, I'm Cross River woman. Cross River women are allowed to own land. The land my grandma left for her children is still not exhausted. She also had a palm plantation in Calabar. What says your name? All right. I'm saying that Cross River is a large state. Yeah, it could be Calabar. Good morning, Lagos. Please,
Calabar is a tiny place.
Gep? Have you been to Gep?
Yes,
Have you
I
been to
have.
Ikom?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Please, can our guests shed more light on the Urobo tradition concerning inheritance? McDonald from Ikoyi.
They're
Let's
sending you
read
an
more
assignment.
messages. What's up, Lagos? Please kindly ask our guests what happens in a case when the man marries one wife statutorily and another customarily. From Festa.
A very good question.
I really want to answer that question.
Please, can you answer it?
Go ahead.
Please.
Once you subscribe to that marriage. That's statutory marriage. You know, I told you that part of the character
cancelled,
is that you have to be monogamous.
So even if you marry the one customary,
that one is
first.
a girlfriend. Wait, hold on. That woman, once you get married under the statute, right, and you now step out to do another traditional
you'll
marriage,
be jailed.
in fact, that girl, that woman is just a girlfriend, though. Even if she has 4 children and they were married for 30 years. It's just a girlfriend, elevated concubinage.
Hey, whoa.
She has no status.
Why do you have to say it
Have
like
you
that?
people heard?
Why do you have to say it like that?
Now, okay, you asked another one quickly. Let me talk about that. If you celebrate a marriage according to native law and custom with a particular woman, wife A, you now step out and see another beautiful woman, wife B, and you take her to the registry. That woman that you took to the registry, she just played, or you people just went there to play.
So it's only one.
It's not valid.
Because polygamy is not allowed.
No, you don't get what I mean. That statutory marriage is not valid.
Why?
Because you have contracted a native law and custom marriage with another woman. And once that dowry has been paid and is not been returned, or you did not go to the customary court to divorce that woman, you now take another woman under the statutory is a lie, or you are just joking. It is not valid.
Okay, so that's why you don't want to agree to anyone stronger than any other one.
It is just the
execution consequence.
They're all binding.
All right, what's up, Lagos? The previous one. What's up, Lagos? Please kindly ask the guest.
No, that's the question you took just now.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. My name is Samuel from Otaogun State. My take for this topic is if the wife has kids for her husband, it will qualify her for inheritance in the marriage, doesn't it? If she has kids.
Under what?
It didn't say. All right. This is not how. All right. Lagos, Bertram, London. Now what for that, bros? Just now. Oh, so his sister's children are not his relatives because they were born in born to Chinasa and Adamu Abubakar. God, please help us grow in our minds as well as inform our laws for good. All right. What's up, Lagos? The man that says women don't want to work don't know what he's saying. Every woman that you marry as a man, based on what I have learned so far, is your firstborn as a man. On point. And whatsoever that she may be is what she sees you to be and what you naturally make of the situation. I advise men to go for the kind of women that they want and desire than going for looks and other factors and end up tagging women for what they are not. Welcome to Lagos, he said.
Well, unfortunately, this conversation has to end right now because time is not on our side. But Olamide, we want to thank you for coming. We will have you again.
Olamide, come in the morning.
Yeah.
Early in the morning, around 10. We'll not finish at 12.
No problem.
No, but we have to revisit this. But
Honestly.
maybe we'll talk about the will part of this conversation next
Very
week
well.
because there's so many calls coming in, text messages we cannot read.
Yeah.
But we want to appreciate you. Olamide Onifade is a family lawyer
And a real estate
a
lawyer.
real estate lawyer.
Oh, real
Two
estate.
caps. 2 caps. Thank you so much for being part of the conversation. We have to go now. Thank you so
for
much.
coming. Thank you. Nice having you here.
And this is where we say our goodbyes, Stretch.
Yes, and we look forward to tomorrow. And we're going to be here tomorrow, 10 to 12.
He's happy because he's going to have 3 girlfriends on the show with him.
As I was saying. Tomorrow we'll be here. And the show will start by
The
10.
girls will not come if you don't acknowledge them.
End by 12. It is statutory. My name is Stretch. Check me out on Instagram, Stretch Original. On Twitter, Stretch Cool. I'll be back tomorrow.
I'm Mary-Ann Okon, and you can find me on Instagram and Twitter, MIMIEYO. Yes, it's verified. And you can go find me on LinkedIn, Facebook, anywhere else, Mary-Ann Duke Okon. Have a beautiful Thursday, guys. We'll be back tomorrow on What's Up, Lagos?
Take it to Lagos, to Lagos. I'll take it to Lagos.
And I want to assume that you would run because I want to give the listeners context for the conversation.
In 2019, you were running late to Atiku Abubakar. What did you learn then that you will not repeat this time?
Yes, when is the president coming out to address us?
There's a few things. One, I have a burden and a passion for young people.
The fact that you have elected a man does not mean then you begin to order him around. The president will do whatever is good for the country at any given time.
Mr. Adeshino, isn't the president responsible to the people?
What should the next president do to root out stakeholders who are complicit?
You fire those that need to be fired are fired.
It's looking like a brand new Chelsea, attacking with so much fluidity. And what can you say about that, Martin? I know you follow Chelsea quite closely.
I live close to the Chelsea training ground. That's what you mean by that. I'm not.